Vithos, Lusek, Rikos, Vinosec, RPG Ranked.
Welcome to RPG Ranked, the channel where all your favorite RPGs are ranked.
What's up, everybody? Back with another Final Fantasy VIII video. This one was requested by BeerAndCats, aka We Are Legion, and he requested my Golden Sun Dark Dawn video as well. So if you enjoy RPGs, please drop a comment below on what video you'd like to see next. And if you enjoy RPGs as well, please like, subscribe. That would really help out the channel. Ring the notification bell to see more RPG content. Alright, let's get started with this video. Final Fantasy VIII Guardian Forces. We have all the tiers. I just kept the tiers that are default on this tier maker. And yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to go in order of what I have on here. So I'm not going to use this order. But let's get one thing out of the way. Non-Junctionable Summons. They're fun, but they don't really have good use. So, I wouldn't say terrible, get in the trash. Just non-junctionable. Some of them are nice, but like, let's be honest, I don't really care about them. So, they're not really something that should be ranked along with the other summons. So there's the non-junctionable ones. Alright, let's move on. So, actually, let me change this a little bit. Because I don't think the thing about this game is there's a reason to junction every Guardian Force. So none of them are really bad. It's just good and then better, basically. So yeah. So I'm going to start with Carbuncle, who I think is the worst in the game. Is Carbuncle bad? Not necessarily. But like, Carbuncle, the best thing going for it is ability times 3, and a ton of other Guardian Forces have that, or ability times 4. The ability to cast Reflect on the whole party is decent, but very niche. And the other thing that Carbuncle offers is the counter ability. But other than that, Carbuncle... I mean, see, like, obviously, I just said a bunch of good things about Carbuncle. Like, not all none of the Guardian Forces are really that bad. But, like, other Guardian Forces offer more than Carbuncle, and therefore I am putting Carbuncle in last. Siren has some good stuff. Her Refine ability is pretty nice. But she's just very outclassed later in the game. So like her Life Refine is nice. And some of the early like things you can do with Siren are helpful, but really in the long run, Siren becomes one of the weakest Guardian Forces by the end of the game, and yeah, not really the best Guardian Force. Next, we're going to go with Tonberry. Tonberry is very fun, pretty hard to get actually, and it takes a bit of time. But Tonberry has all around, it's very like grab bag type of character. It has a lot more utility, like you can shop outside of battle, shop outside of towns. So you have some utility there. You can buff stats and stuff. It's very much utility Guardian Force, and it has some nice things you can junction. So like, I think it has like the luck plus 50% ability, maybe, or that might just be Cactuar. But anyway, so it has some nice stuff, but it's mostly just like utility and stuff that isn't all that necessary, especially for how difficult he is to get for a casual player. So, yeah, let's move on to Shiva. A lot of people put Shiva a lot higher, but I just think Shiva's pretty mid. She's great for early in the game, obviously. She's a great necessary Guardian Force to use, but she just gets outclassed by other later Guardian Forces. She doesn't have any super special abilities. Yeah, I don't think so. If there's any reason Shiva's a lot better than I remember, like, please, by all means, tell me in the comments. I know, to get some, before I make these videos, I like to look at other people's opinions and make sure I'm not, like, completely wayward, and a lot of people put Shiva a lot higher than this, but in my opinion, I just couldn't justify that, so tell me down below what's so good about Shiva, because I'm actually pretty curious. Alright, next, we're going to have Brothers, where is Brothers? This one, I think? Brothers, right, here we go. Brothers is pretty good, but not like really good. So Brothers has HP plus 80% pretty early in the game. You can get super high HP. I always love those HP plus abilities in this game. And you can also have Defend and Cover, which are all nice abilities. Defend lets you tank damage, and so does Cover. So with Brothers, you can become kind of like a tank, but also just break the game and kill everything with low HP limit break or whatever the heck you want to do. So yes, Defend and Cover is nice, and HP plus 80% is nice. So like it's still a good Guardian Force, especially right when you get it, but they're better. Pandemona, basically, well, it's one of the only ways you can inflict wind damage in the game, and basically it's this high because it's not like the best summon, but not the best Guardian Force, but it has speed boost, which anything with a speed boost is going to have to be at least a little bit high. So yeah, so the Pandemona is a great early game speed boost, but there are better Guardian Forces with speed boost. A lot of people put Pandemona higher, some people put it very last. I don't really know. I've seen a lot of different opinions about Pandemona, so I'm just going to put it right smack dab in the middle to go right along with what people say. Just high or low, just average it out. I think it's just pretty average. Cactuar is next. Cactuar, the different needles abilities can be very nice against. It's a summon that I actually think is kind of worth using sometimes against really high defense enemies. You can do like 10,000 damage or whatever, which is nice. Let's see, what else can you do with Cactuar? Oh, Cactuar has luck and is it speed or hit or something? Anyway, Cactuar has some nice stats that are not super easy to find on other Guardian Forces. So he has some good utility there. When you summon him, he's nice, and the different junctions that you can get with him are good. Yeah, all around he has some nice stats and stuff. So Cactuar is a pretty good Guardian Force. All right, Ifrit. Ifrit is early game Guardian Force, but is a very good one. Elemental defense. Ifrit can get you elemental defense. He gets Mad Rush, which I love using Mad Rush and like double speed or whatever. It's basically my form of auto battling in this game. I really like Mad Rush. Is it great? Not really, but like honestly though, you're either going to be attacking or using limit breaks, and just attack isn't good enough for normal battles. So Mad Rush is a pretty fun ability. And yeah, Ifrit's just a very solid. If it wasn't for my obsession with Mad Rush, I'd probably move him down a bit. But also, he's just a very solid and elemental defense and stuff. So he's a pretty nice Guardian Force overall. Let's move on to Alexander, which is going to move up into this next tier. Alexander isn't like an S tier by any means, but Alexander still has some good stuff going for it. So it has Revive, which is nice. You can, instead of having to use magic or whatever, you can just revive a character. Not the best thing ever, but still pretty good. And then it's one of the only holy attacks in the game, so that's great. And also as elemental defense times 4, which is very impressive. It's a very good Guardian Force. But it's still, like, this is a top tier Guardian Force, but there's still, like, broken ones that will come next. Next we have Leviathan, which is this one. Yes, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that one's Eden. I hope. Yeah, I'm pretty positive. Leviathan. Leviathan has Recover, which is an amazing ability. It like is pretty broken. So Recover is really good. It has some nice refine abilities, some good stats, but mostly I'm putting Leviathan this high due to the Recover command, because that is pretty dang good to just have in your back pocket if you ever need it. And yeah, that's what Leviathan is. Pretty simple. It's just mostly that Recover command that is making me put it this high. And by the way, the reason I'm like looking back over here, my notes are right here. I'm not just like, my eyes aren't just wandering everywhere. I just want to let you know. Here we go. Next we have Cerberus, which someone put this in like dead last on something, and I was really confused because Cerberus is very good. Right here. Speed boosts, amazing. What is this? Oh, status defense times 4. That's also amazing. Very good. The speed boost are very good. Ability times 3 and auto haste. Very, very good. It's just a lot of different things like a Pandemona and Carbuncle and some others like other status defense. It's just like an upgrade to a lot of different Guardian Forces. But it doesn't do anything too unique compared to like if I put on Pandemona and Carbuncle, it'd be like the same thing. But it's still very good because it has a lot of things that other Guardian Forces have. So yeah, Cerberus is very, very good character, Guardian Force. Okay, Quezacotl, is it very good on like its abilities in general? No. Is it a good summon? Not really. So why is it so high? Everyone knows. Card mod. Card mod is card mod. That's why Quezacotl is good. Alright, let's move on. That makes enough sense. Diablos. I honestly don't think that he is the best, but I get why other people do, so I'm going to put him this high. Early game Mug is very good, and being able to disable encounters can be very nice. So, those are both very good. He is just has some really good stuff for how early you get him. So throughout the game, he's a pretty solid Guardian Force. So yeah. I don't know why so many people think he's like the super top tier, but I'm going to go with what they're saying and represent Diablos here. So yeah, let's see. Next, okay, now we have our top 3 that go in the S tier. So first is Bahamut. Bahamut is very good. Ability times 4, Mug, Magic plus 40%, Strength plus 40%. Bahamut is just very powerful. Like, you have a bunch of different options with Bahamut, and yeah, not like the best, obviously, but Bahamut has a lot going for it, so very good Guardian Force. Next we have Doomtrain, the penultimate one on this list. Doomtrain, despite his very cringy name, is very good. He can great status attack and defense, so that is one reason that Doomtrain is very good. And obviously he's one of the hardest to get in the game, so it's good that he's not garbage. He can get some good healing items. I think he has Forbidden Medicine. Is that what it is? I could be wrong. It's something like that. He has some refine ability or whatever it's called that he can use, and that one's good. And he has just some good stat junctions. Like, overall, Doomtrain is a very great Guardian Force. And then we have Eden, who is the definitive, like, the hardest to get in the game, or at least, like, the latest. Maybe Doomtrain's harder, but Eden is, like, it's said to be the best Guardian Force, and I agree with that. The biggest downside to Eden is the extreme amount of time it takes to level her up, or I think it's a her, but honestly, most people aren't summoning the Guardian Forces anyway, so it's okay that you don't. It takes a bit to level up. And if this game weren't broken with how easy it was to exploit limit breaks, summoning Eden would probably be like the best way of doing damage. But since Aura and is so broken at the Aura and just how broken the limit breaks are in general, Eden does fall behind, like, in damage, but summoning Eden is still a pretty powerful way of doing damage. You can break the damage limit, and it's very good. It hits all enemies, too. I guess that's nice. So, yeah, summoning Eden is one of the few summons where I'm like, oh, I would actually do that. Like, Cactuar, Eden, and, I guess Pandemona and Alexander are nice since they have limited, and Carbuncle if you're using Reflect. But I'd say Eden is one of the better ones to summon. You can get permanent stat boost with Eden with the Devour command. Get different ways to, get different items to upgrade your other Guardian Forces or itself. Speed, evasion, hit. Very rare. Very rare. Sorry. Very rare things, stats to Junction. So just overall, Eden you can junction a bunch of good things. You can buff up your other Guardian Forces. You can buff your stats. Like, there's a lot of things you can do with Eden. And it does a lot of damage. So, Eden is the best in the game. Alright, thank you guys all for watching. Please like and subscribe, and drop a comment down below what you think about how I've ranked these. The Guardian Forces aren't something I'm like a complete master on, so if I completely butchered it, please tell me. FF8 is one of my favorite RPGs. Favorite Final Fantasy games, I guess. So, I hope that I kind of got it a little bit right, but I've only played this game once, so that's probably... I'm probably not the master of this, so please tell me what I did wrong down below. Anyway, please like and subscribe and ring the notification bell for more Final Fantasy VIII, RPGs in general. Just those, more videos. And please drop a request down below, because I love when people request videos. I love when I get a chat with my fans, and I really enjoy being able to dedicate videos to people to make them happy. Just like this video is dedicated to my devoted fan, BeerAndCats. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, RPG nerds.